Hello and welcome to my weekday devotional for Thursday, the 19th of October. And we continue to read from Galatians chapter 5 and verse 22. However, the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, God-controlled patience, goodness, faith. And we continue to look at the prophets, and today we're looking at Zechariah. He was killed by stoning. And we read the following. Then the Spirit of God came upon Zechariah, son of Jehoiada, the priest. He stood before the people and said, "This is what God says. Why do you disobey the Lord's command so that you cannot prosper? You have abandoned the Lord, and now he has abandoned you." Then the leaders plotted to kill Zechariah, and by order of King by order of King Joash himself, they stoned him to death in the courtyard of the Lord's temple. And that's 2 Chronicles 24 and verses 20 to 22. Now we go back a little bit more in history to the time of Joseph. He was thrown into a pit. Then he was sold into slavery by his brothers. However, he was raised up to be in charge of Potiphar's household. Following this, Potiphar's wife brought false accusations of rape against him, which led to his being imprisoned and forgotten. However, God had not forgotten him. He had given him the gift of dream interpretation, which Pharaoh saw and raised him up to be his prime minister in Egypt. Eventually, he was reconciled with his family, and he told them, "As far as I am concerned, God turned into good what you meant for evil. He brought me to the high position I have today so that I could save the lives of many people." And that's Genesis chapter 50 and verse 20. Joseph patiently bore all the calamities that came against him. Do we trust God to bring us through the storms where we have to patiently endure the wicked schemes of others? Now we look at Job. He was persecuted by Satan. He was robbed of everything he had, including his family, except his wife, although she withdrew her support. Even he lost his health. However, in the end, God blessed him. And we read this: when Job prayed for his friends, the Lord restored his fortunes. In fact, the Lord gave him twice as much as he had before. That's Job 42 and verse 10. There is the proverbial saying of having the patience of Job. May we be blessed with that as well. Have a great day.